front. Wallace, Jarrett, Lepage, Skinner fourth, Tony Stewart fifth. Problems, Jeffrey Bodine. And
outside.
Mark Martin sideways on pit road there. He's starting towards the inside wall. Several cars in that chain reaction there. You see Jerry Nadeau getting back straight again in the 36th car.
All right, let's see what happens now. That's Bodine in the black car with Wally Dallenbach. That's the first bump.
Okay, now he's in big trouble right here. Watch him come up and just hit the wall right there.
And look at the 45 just sneaking through. David Green, that purple car.
And Bill Elliott, several of the cars going down pit road. Also, Jeff Burton, 99.
A lot of guys with close calls. Watch it again. Round goes Jeffrey.
Yeah, and you can tell this is what the drivers see coming at this wreck. Nothing. You can't see anything. So if you can go down pit road and avoid those cars spinning, you have to do it.
And there is no speed limit on pit road if you're doing that. If you're going down pit road in order to avoid an accident, you do not have to go slowly. You can go as fast as you want.
Saw Ted Musgrave in the 75 spin around. All of this at lap number 4. And here's what Mark Martin saw. Watch what he has to do.
Watch Sterling Marlin just in front of you as he gets to this wreck. He really takes a ride. Wham yow.
And for those of you new to NASCAR, wham yow is a technical racing term. That means hold on, here we go. Ted Musgrave.
There goes Mark Martin to the inside. Ted Musgrave right now is hoping everybody does what Ricky Rudd just did. Go right by on the inside.
You see Terry last of the drivers on the lead lap who had not yet stopped. So at lap number 93, we have cycled back around to race leader Rusty Wallace, who led the first 52 laps earlier in the day. Obviously, you can tell we're under caution. It is caution for the third time today at lap number 97. That gentleman right there, Kevin Lepage, had a problem up in turn number 4. Take a look at what happened to bring out the yellow.
Oh, wow. Earnhardt got into the left rear corner there. You see Kevin Lepage trying to keep it out of the wall, makes contact there with the back of the car, slides down the wall with the left side there.
Ralph, how bad's the damage, can you tell?
Well, Eli, it's kind of funny. The radio conversation had nothing to do with Dale Earnhardt, and I hear what Buddy Baker said. It's kind of intriguing how you can see the damage on the backside of the car as he pulls away from us, but Kevin didn't even say anything about that. He said that he thought the tires were really tight on that last set, and they asked him if he wanted to make a track bar adjustment. He said no. He said just bolt on a new set of tires, so that's what they did. It's interesting that you could get hit like that and the driver might not even notice. So busy focused on what's going on in front of him.
The tires were tight, they just weren't his tires.
Or he may not want to draw a lot of attention to himself.
Yeah. We've got another guest joining us in the booth. I said, who is it? He said, it's this guy. He's going to bring you all these M&Ms. He said, whoever it is, come on in. We'd love to see him. Ernie Irvin, how you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm not so sure that you guys just didn't want me to come up here just to get some candy.
No. We'll share this with the crew.
Yeah, right.
Sure we will. No, we will. How you doing? Good to see you.
I'm doing all right. There's been a lot of fan, participation, people, calling and writing. And it's amazing, what Winston Cup Racing has brought to me. And, I hate to leave it, but I know
you're leaving as a driver. You're not leaving the sport.
Yeah, it's for sure. That's what a lot of people got to realize. I'm not leaving the sport. I'm just going to be able to leave it as a driver. And I think it's a safer move.
Sure.
Buddy Baker retired, and he definitely could still drive a race car, but he thought that it was a smart thing to do. And, I'm kind of like him.
We had talked about it, Buddy, earlier today on the pre-race, how difficult it is. Because Buddy had told me at the time, he said, I thought I had another 4 years to go. And Buddy, you said it was tough to just walk away, but you had to.
Well, it's everything you really want to be. It's everything you're groomed to be, everything you've been all your whole life, and all you want to be. But you have to decide. There's other things besides just driving. There's life, too. You need that life also.
Well, listen, don't go away, Ernie. You can hang with us, and we'll talk a while, but we do have to take care of a little business right here as we are under caution at New Hampshire. Ernie Irvin stays with us when we return in just a moment. Tony Stewart behind him by about 5 car lengths. Then Kyle Petty, a super run. Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, that's your top 5. I'm Eli Gold, Buddy Baker, Dick Bergman. Ernie Irvin joining us in the booth as well with Glenn Jarrett, Steve Burns, Ralph Shaheen down on the pit lane. Probably a stupid question. I've been accused, Ernie, of asking many of those over the years, but how tough is it just sitting here and watching that M&M's car? I mean, have you already reconciled with yourself that the racing is done? Is it terribly painful to sit here and watch?
Not yet.
Always teams, always responsibility.
Trouble on the back straightaway.
Spinning up against the wall,
Craven.
That is Ricky Craven, who was looking so forward to a good run today. He's now being shown in 29th spot, and caution is out at lap number 112 for the fourth time today, with Ricky Craven ending up against the wall.
You know, right now we think that we're going to try to run a short time schedule because it's too hard to be able to run a full-time schedule right now.
There you see what happened to Ricky Craven as he skids to a halt near the entrance to turn 3. Here's what Robert Presley saw.
Well, that's Craven up against the outside wall. When I looked up, I saw him just going down the back straightaway. It was a one-car incident, I believe.
So, caution on the speedway. Pit stops for some at lap 114. We're back to New Hampshire with more in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. The Dura Lube KMart 300 under caution here at New Hampshire International Speedway. Ricky Craven, you saw the replays, having problems going up towards the corner. Riding around under the yellow with the Remington Arms Racing team. Ted Musgrave, he and many others having made pit stops over the last few moments. Ted now lining up in 32nd position. We've got Ernie Irvan alongside. And while we have a chance under...
Sitting there in third place, his father used to run him pretty much the same type of race that Kyle's running today. Kind of lays back, makes adjustments on the car when it counts.
Andretti and Skinner and Mark Martin. Again, Mark gets hit a second time.
Tony Stewart checked up just a little bit. The 2-car gets into the back of him, and from there on, you see Kyle Petty getting into him.
And at that very moment, right behind them, here was what was happening. Skinner into the back of Andretti, and around they went. Boy, I'll tell you, John took a lick there.
He really did. He backed into it hard. The whole back end of that car is about at the point of the firewall.
I think the problem is here is you're going so fast into that corner, you're braking so hard.
Now you see Mark Martin already spinning. Watch him again.
He gets, wow.
Whoever hit him and then went up on the racetrack.
Let's see what Mark Martin saw. We ride with him now. Let's just listen and see.
Earnhardt got into the back of the 6 car there and turned him around, but it was everybody checking up.
That was David Green in the 45 who got him the second time.
See Jeff
We'll
Gordon
go by this afternoon, and it seems like the majority of cars have got some kind of mark on them from some kind of altercation, either with a wall or another car. Here's
trouble again off the corner.
Skinner in it.
Skinner was there, and a host of others. Jeff Gordon there limping through.
Mike Skinner's got tremendous amount of damage to the right front corner. Also looks like the sway bar may be broken on the left front. I can see a piece of metal hanging straight down.
Let's watch together. There's Kenny on the inside. Let's see.
Yeah, there's Kenny right there. He's getting very loose there. Just behind him, Hut Strickland. You can see him making contact there. Mike Skinner on the flat part of the racetrack down there. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, Kenny broke loose first, and then the other guys got caught up. There's Jeff Gordon really woeing it down. Again, Hut Strickland and Skinner to the inside. Kenny Wallace to the outside. Look at Kenny Irwin going way wide. And Gordon just stomping on those brakes for all they're worth.
Oh, Gordon got by that without hitting anybody. Good job to be able to do that.
And they're checking all of those hoses right now.
So the repairs continue. Meanwhile, caution on the speedway. Loudon's on the back straightaway. Look out. Todd Bodine tagged that wall, got caught up in traffic, and at lap 170, we will have caution. And again, he did impact the wall, middle of the backstretch.
Yeah, you see a group of cars coming off. That's Todd Bodine as he gets into the fence there, but I would speculate somebody touched him. That's a place there coming out of turn 2. If somebody really got near you and touched you, you're going to spin. Jeff Gordon barely getting by, and Mike Skinner also. He was very lucky he didn't get hit after he come back across the racetrack.
It's already started. We're looking now from Mark Martin's point of view. Bodine in the wall. Mark Martin goes to the low side to avoid it.
All the leaders make.
And it's going to be a 4-tire change. They peeled the cover off the windshield.
Caution.
We got caution.
Oh, boy.
Michael Waltrip is in the wall hard. Dale Jarrett is on the pit lane. This is at lap number 219. Let's go back to Glenn.
Yeah. All right, Eli. Dale heard the caution on the radio, and he took off and ran over the air hose, so they're going to bring him back in.
Oh, it's going to be costly. Costly. Oh, Michael used up that race car.
Yeah, that thing's really damaged. You can see the left side there hard into the wall. You can see concrete dust all in the wheels there.
But Tony Stewart has caught Joe Nemechek for the lead.
Joe Nemechek right now coming off turn 4.
Oh,
There's
trouble. Elliott Sadler goes around running in ninth
Everything we get right here. Everything we get.
What a finish we're going to have. And watch this race back. And again, what the incident was Elliott Sadler right here. Let's watch.
Schrader gets into the left rear corner. Around goes Elliott Sadler. Watch him back up the racetrack here. Never making contact. Oh, that's close, but it just barely touched it with the back of the car.
He took the paint off that back bumper, I think.
Yeah. And here was the race back to the caution. Won clearly by Joe Nemechek.
Yeah.
So we are under caution. Dale Jarrett.
How about it, Ralph?
Well, the story for Joe Nemechek, Glenn, was his tires were starting to go away on the front of the car, but that yellow is just what he needed. He was able to cool those tires down and now get that grip again.
But how about, is this another caution that he needed? Nothing is flying yet. Now it's out. Jimmy Spencer spins. Turn 2, and they are going to throw the yellow with 10 to go. Remember, though, it'll be a single file restart. Among only the lead cars will be inside 10 laps, and around goes Spencer. At Chad Little's machine just behind him.
Just a little touch on the wall.
That's Jimmy right there. He gets a touch, looks like from Chad Little, just enough to turn him sideways a little bit.
Doesn't take much of anything.
In this case, truly just a little nudge. And there's Jimmy. Now Joe's the quickest.
Man without a ride.
Labonte and Hut Strickland, they go around. Caution on the speedway. They're not going to be able to clean it up again in time. They're going to be coming around for the win this time. Coming to the white flag, and here's the spin that caused things. You had Sadler 21, Hut's in that white and blue car, and Terry Labonte in the 5.
You can see that Elliott Sadler got in the back of Hut Strickland just a little bit. He made contact into the 5 car of Terry Labonte. That set it off.
Well, the last time 2 consecutive races were won by first-time winners, we mentioned it earlier, 1970. Pete Hamilton won Daytona. James Hilton won Richmond. Terry Labonte not at all pleased. He'll take the walk to the ambulance and the ride to the care center. But you can just imagine the yelling and screaming going on where Martha and Joe Nemechek are right now. Their son leading 72 laps en route to the victory here in New Hampshire.